Christina from Card Making Magic. A few weeks ago we did a card that had Gilding Flakes with double-sided adhesive sheets. Well, today we're going to use the Gilding Flakes again, but this time we're going to use it with a stamp. Now when you buy your stamps, they're either on wooden blocks or they are peelable so that you can add them to an acrylic block, but they are cushioned, or you can buy them just clear and you have to add them to an acrylic block yourself, but there's no cushioning to this kind of stamp. So when you're going to use the clear stamps, I always put an old mouse mat underneath the card that I'm going to stamp on, and that gives me some cushioning for my stamp. So the things that you're going to need are some Gilding Flakes. Now they come in pots like this, but you're better off decanting them into a bigger container, and be very careful because they fly about everywhere. You're going to need some cut and dry, and all you need is a piece that's going to apply the glue to your stamp. So that is too big, so all I'm going to do is just cut that in half. So the next thing I'm using is flake and glitter glue from Cosmic Shimmer, and I need a detailed sponge to be able to rub the Gilding Flakes, the loose Gilding Flakes, back off, and of course the card that you wish to use for your stamped image. And I have a stamp from a collection called Chronology, and that's just fitted to an acrylic block. So the first thing I'm going to do is put my flake and glitter glue onto my cut and dry, and I'm just going to spread some on. And then this is a coffee stirrer that you can borrow from your local coffee shop, and I'm just going to spread that around. And then all I'm going to do is just add the glue to the stamp that you want to use, and I'm using the globe from the Chronology set. And then with the card that you're going to use, I'm just going to pop the stamp down and press it in place. Now once you remove that, you can't see it, but the glue is now on that card. So what we need to do now is just put the lid back on the glue, and then very carefully I'm going to take the lid off my Gilding Flakes. They're very static. Don't know if you can see them moving, but they are. Now the best thing to do is wash your hands, because obviously you've got glue on them. So I'm just going to go away and wash my hands, otherwise all the flakes will stick to my fingers. So now with clean hands, I'm just going to put the flakes onto the glue and press them down. Make sure it's all pressed onto the card, and then take off the excess. And as you can see, it's static and it's stuck to my fingers. So I'm just going to pop that down there and get rid of as many of these flakes as I can. Put them back into your tub. And then if I move the mouse mat, it will work a lot better. So now I'm just going to rub over the stamped image just to make sure that it's all stuck to the image, and again pop them back into the container. And then the next thing you need to do is take your detailed sponge, and you're going to very gently rub over the image, and you're taking away all the really loose flakes that's on your stamp, and pop them into the box. You can use them all again, and then when you've done that, you now have your stamped image ready to be used on your cards. Now once you've done that, you need to decide what colour you're going to do your card and what shape you want it. So I'm going to cut my globe out with a plain circle, and from gold card I'm going to cut a scalloped circle out, and then I'm going to mat and layer the two together. Now I've matted and layered my my globe up. I'm going to put it onto an easel, a hinged card, which I've created from the Matting Basics, and there is a video to show you how to make hinged cards. I've lined the inside, then I've cut myself from the same gold card, I have cut myself a smaller layer which is going to sit on there. But before I glue that in place, I have some ribbon that I'm going to wrap around it and fasten on the back so that the workings are hidden. I've put some fancy scroll work around the globe, which is going to sit along there. Then I've cut myself a sentiment which is going to sit on the bottom of the card, and because men don't like bows, I'm just going to tie that in a knot around this piece, and that will sit along the bottom there. Now I've got everything stuck in place. I'm just going to push the little knot underneath, or the ribbon underneath, to just tie that in a knot, and then all I'm going to do is just trim off those ends at an angle to make them neat and tidy. Now my film crew says that for a man that card is perfect as it is, but I don't agree. I want to add some bling. I can't put flowers on it, but I am going to put some gemstones on it. So there you have the finished card with just some gemstones on it, just to stop it being a little bit too plain. So there you have some finished cards using Gilding Flakes with your stamps, and you can use them with most stamps probably that you have. You have two that are on a male theme, and the third one, which is more my style, is full of flowers, ribbons and pearls.